There are ordinary running boards, and then there are AMP Research PowerSteps. PowerSteps are a full-length automatic electric-powered running board that instantly extend when you open your door, and then they hide themselves safely out of sight when the doors close. This gives you improved ground clearance, aerodynamics, and appearance. In addition to their hideaway design, we love PowerSteps for their extruded aluminum construction and textured powder coat finish, which provides maximum grip and durability. All told, the steps have a 600-pound load capacity and also includes an LED light system. Here's what else comes with the PowerSteps: high-strength die-cast aluminum alloy linkage arms, precision zero-maintenance stainless steel pivot pins, weatherproof OEM-quality wiring, and AMP-designed electric controller. Now, as you might guess, the installation process is a little more involved than your typical running board, but it's nothing you can't handle. Here's some of the tools we'll be using. We're going to start off our install under the driver's side of the truck. You're going to want to locate the farthermost forward set of factory mounting studs and clean the paint off them. You're also going to want to locate the factory mounting studs nearest the rear wheel and clean the paint off those as well. We're going to go ahead and remove this harness bracket and replace it with the one that AMP supplied. It's held on by 3 10mm bolts. Reusing our factory hardware, we're going to mount the new supplied bracket. Next, we're going to go ahead and install the linkage, followed by the linkage motor. Make sure to torque your hardware to the number recommended in the instructions. Go ahead and install your linkage motor now. Be sure the orientation is correct. Next, we're going to reinstall the rear idler bracket. We're ready to install our boards. Prior to installation, you need to make sure your boards are the correct length. If you have a quad cab like ours, you need to shorten the board 7 inches from the end. They're aluminum, so they're pretty easy to cut. We used a bandsaw to cut ours. When installing your step boards, make sure your in-channel T-bolt is lined up in the bracket, or else your step board won't sit in these supplied saddles. Now that we've got our running boards lined up, we're going to go ahead and tighten up the hardware and then torque it to spec. Repeat this process on the other side. Now we're going to start our wiring for our AMP PowerSteps. We're going to start by attaching the control module to this rear wiring conduit behind the battery. Next, we're going to go ahead and plug the harness into the AMP module. Be mindful of your plug orientation. Next, we're going to go ahead and connect the power and the ground for the PowerSteps. Go ahead and route the shorter leg of the harness down the driver's side wheel well, under to where the step is, and then the longer leg across the top of the firewall and down the passenger side wheel well. We've gone ahead and routed part of our harness inside the truck through the factory grommet. Then we took our supplied OBD2 plug, attached it inside of the fuse box, and plugged it into our OBD2 port. Now that we've gone ahead and routed our wires per our instructions recommendations, it's time to drill the holes through the pinch welds for our LEDs. We're going to find where we need to drill our holes by measuring 8 inches forward from the linkage. Now go ahead and repeat that 3 more times for your other 3 LEDs. Now that we've gone ahead and drilled our 4 holes and installed our rubber grommets, it's time to install our LEDs. A tip is to use a little bit of silicone spray on the wire to help it pass through the wire grommet easier. We're using DXE solder connectors to connect our wires. For more on these DX Engineering solder connectors and how to use them, see the link below in our description. Now that we've wired our lights, we've gone ahead and used a supplied adhesive to stick the light to the bottom of the rocker. And there you have it, our install is all finished up. It's well worth the extra time and effort for the streamlined appearance, improved ground clearance, and better aerodynamics that the AMP Research PowerSteps offer. I'm Justin with Summit Racing. Thanks for watching.